Hello, welcome to my craft room. This is Simply in Stitches. My name's Tina, her name's Vixen, her name's Mimi. What's your name? Very nice, thank you. Pleased to meet you. So I am wearing my college vest, which is a free pattern from Drops. It is knit in Starcraft and more, and it's in the Heathers colourway, and it's just a simple vest. So I knit it earlier this year and I'm wearing it quite a lot actually at the moment in this weather. It is 40% wool and 60% acrylic. I don't know what was in my tea, but it's obviously hit the spot. I don't need any wine, do I? Right, let's settle down and be serious, because this is serious. So last time, if you've been here before, you may have seen I was just finishing off the body. So I finished off the body. It's got a place for, this is, the vintage rainbow sweater. It's a vintage lavender pattern. I'm working from the original pattern but knitting it in DK instead of the 3-ply. There is another one from Susan Crawford who is bringing out a book, and it's available in that, and I thought it was in the 4-ply fingering, but now I think it is she's done it in the DK as well, so I should have waited for that, I think. But it's turning out okay, apart from, so let's talk you through it. So I finished up this. I wanted to make the sleeves a little bit longer, so I did an extra inch on this cream band because I thought I had plenty of this cream. Shall I show you how much I finished with? The second sleeve, I was getting a bit panicky. That's how much I had left of the cream. And the final strip of the cream is right up here, so I was panicking through the second sleeve. The second sleeve is here. I have knit all of it now. So I did an extra inch on this to bring it down further on the arms. This isn't sewn in yet, I've just pinned it on so you could just have a quick look at how it does go. So I need to sew all that in. I also need to sew in all of my ends here. I also knit this in the round, so I've got all of my ends up one side there, but I'm glad I knit it in the round as well because it looks lovely and neat this side, neater than I'd be able to sew it up. On this side, it is still neat actually. It's not as perfect as the other side because obviously joining the new colour in, but it's still probably neater than I would have managed actually sewing it up. So I am a bit intimidated with sewing up and putting the sleeve in. Now, being a vintage pattern, it's got a bit of a puff at the top, so I need to put this, the bottom part needs to go in, and then this has a few little tucks to give it that 1940s sort of puff on it, which I think would be quite nice as long as it's not too puffy. I'm quite small framed here, so in theory it would balance up. That's why they used to do it in the 40s, wasn't it? They make the shoulders bigger so then the waist looks smaller. So yeah, I think that'd be pretty to have a bit of puff, and I think generally in the shops at the moment a little puffy sleeve is quite in, isn't it? Not that that bothers me much because I don't follow fashion. So, but yeah, I am pleased with how it's going, but a little bit intimidated with the sewing up process and not messing it up now because I do really like how it's turned out. I love how the colours look. Yeah, so all I had remaining, because the red I thought was going to run out, ends up having plenty of the red. And the other colours, there's plenty there, and the blue. So this is crying out to be a cowl or something, isn't it, with the leftovers? But as I say, that's all I've got for my white, which is the one I thought I had the most of, which I did because obviously I got all the bands in that. So that soon munched through all of that. So yeah, I'm on the home stretch, but that home stretch is going to take a while. I don't mind sewing in the loose threads, that'll be fine. I'll just do it one evening, just settle down watching TV and get that done. I am more apprehensive about setting in those sleeves, so I'm just going to take my time, not rush it, and get it right. As I say, if I match it up at the top, and then I'll just, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. So that's the first project. The second project is the February lady sweater, well, cardigan. And so this is growing. I haven't finished as much as I wanted to. I was hoping to be on the sleeves, but I was concentrating on getting that sweater done first. But it is growing, but I just want to have a couple more inches, I think, yet, and then do the band. You knit it to how far you want it to be, and I like it quite long. So shall I show you it the right way up? Right, that was inside out. Let's try again. So this is how it looks. So it's got that garter at the top, then you've got the lace. There's no, oh, there's 3 buttons at the top in the garter, and then it's loose. So I think it's going to be a lovely wearable one. The button band is knitted on at the same time. So it's just knit in the round. And yeah, it's just literally 4 row repeat, only 2 of those are lace rows. Very easy to remember. And so looking forward to getting onto the sleeves and getting that finished. So that is being knit in sorry, I didn't tell you what this one was knitting, did I? So this is generally drop sleemer for the DK ones, and also some drops Nord. Oh, sorry, Flora, Lima and Flora. So I've got a mixture of DK and 4-ply fingering. So that's why I've got the 2 balls. So wool and alpaca mix, so I was holding 2 double when it's 4-ply, and then on the cream and the blue I was just holding it single. So, and for the Lady February sweater, it is being knit in Stylecraft Special Aran, which is just 100% acrylic in midnight blue. So that is that one. So the sleeves aren't full length, so they're not going to take as long, but probably plenty of time. So yes, that is it. I have been thinking about what I was going to knit on next, but then I sort of stopped myself because I thought I don't want to rush it. I'm enjoying this one, and this has been something to think about, and because I've been making it up as I go along, and yeah, because I've changed it from a smaller weight to a larger weight to how that sleeve is going to fit in, and then this one's a straightforward, easier one. And so this has been my, when I didn't want to think about that one, I could work on this one. And so I was thinking about what I was going to work on next. And I thought, I don't want to start, because I was getting to thinking, oh, well, I'll start on that. It's like, yes, but you'll start on that because that's easier than think about those sleeves. And then if I start on it, then I have 3 projects, and then I start feeling overwhelmed. So I thought, Tina, no, wait until I've finished one. When I've finished one project, then I'll start and do a swatch for the next project. But I thought, just slow it down. Having the larger projects, it does feel like you're knitting the same thing for ages, but that's just the nature of it, isn't it? But I'm not Socks aren't calling to me to knit any socks at the moment. I'm not being called to knit any like cows or hats or anything because it's not something I'm going to use. I do want to knit something that I will be using once I've finished. So hence more importantly to finish this, because this I think is perfect for the weather we've got at the moment. It's warm, so you don't need a long sleeve, but there's that in between sort of temperature, so you do need that extra layer. I have worn a t-shirt on its own, but generally you're then putting on a cardigan, or like I've been wearing this, so I'll put this on with something just to give that extra body warmth even when your actual arms don't need it. So yeah, I think I really do want to finish off this one first so that I can start wearing it, because I think I will get more use of this one going into summer rather than that one. I think that one will get warm. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think I will get more longer use through the summer with this one for throwing it on in the evening when it cools down, rather than that one which is a more, when you get up and get dressed you think, oh well, I'll put this on, but then might get too warm in the day. So which is okay if you're at home, but obviously if you're out and about you want something to have layers so you can take off as the temperature warms up into the afternoon. So yes, that is all that is going on around here at the moment. So hopefully I will be wearing a new finished next week. So I hope you have had a lovely week and you are knitting on something special, and I shall see you again next week. Take care. Bye for now.